I think it's 29.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck? It's the Now We Go podcast. What up? Big Uncle Zach, J.M. Holland, Preet, Mike Fauerbach.
It's episode 25. You were right.
Yeah, I know.
Who cares?
No, we're on 30.
Dude, who's counting?
We're on 37.
The only thing I know how to count is money. 20, 40, 60, 80. You know what I'm saying?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
So fucking excited about the Finishers tournament, dude. Are you guys excited about the Finishers tournament, dude? I am. It's going down November 14th, right? We'll start off the show with some Finishers tournament talk. There's 137 people registered right now for that shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I saw there was a Grappling Industries that just went down over the weekend. And shout out to those guys. We almost got in a fight with their whole crew, and we almost ended that Grappling Industries and our careers at the same time because we almost killed those guys. But they had like 300. I mean, they're doing gi and all types of stuff. So and kids. So they had like 3,000 competitors. I saw a picture from the place that we're going to over the weekend. There must have been 500 people in this place. It was awesome. So some real Americans over there doing jiu-jitsu.
We gotta have Trump at our like a Trump rally at our thing, and the people would show up like crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. I heard they were outside the they were even outside the hospital because he, was in whatever bullshit thing.
Whatever. I didn't even want to bring that up, but whatever.
Yeah, but
Finishers tournament. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be sick. I can't believe that many people because at Pennsylvania, like people were saying, you guys were saying it's closed, still closed. I don't know why something's in my eye, but they ruled that it was unconstitutional, appealed it, got overturned, and now it has to go back to like the higher.
Mm-hmm. Just another step up.
Yeah, it's got to go up again. So
it's
they're going to keep
block.
battling over in it. You know what I mean? So people think tournaments and stuff are going to
slap the tip of your dick off.
So annoyed by everything.
They think they're going to
trying to touch it.
Just let me bang, bro. Just let me bang.
They think they're going to be stopping, tournaments. People think they're going to be running shit around here. It's still not allowed. It was like allowed for a second. And, that's why I'm not setting anything up technically around here until it's like 100%.
Pennsylvania's Nazi Germany.
Because you're just going to keep wasting time, everyone's time. And I'm not giving back refunds and all types of shit. We'll go to where the action...
That would be so annoying.
We'll go to where the action is.
Yeah, it's only a 3-hour drive.
Frederick, Maryland.
It's like halfway across the
The
country.
virus doesn't live down there.
Tom Wolf sucks.
Yeah. The CBD guys were on, and I was talking to them, and they were talking about how like they're trying to go recreational, but the way like Wolf's setting it up, it fucks anyone for small business, and then they're running it through like the LCB, and then it would just be like controlled, and he's just like, this fucks everything up.
Yeah,
he
Tom
fucks
Wolf's
up small business so much.
Yeah.
Well, when they legalize it, it's not going to be some regular legalization. It's going to be like government-controlled legalization.
He said it's exactly what they're trying
That's
to do.
what we need, more government control.
Yeah. He's like, why wouldn't you just set this up the way Oregon's doing it or wherever, and they're making a bunch of money. It's working out for everybody. And
small businesses are starting up. People are
because I can't make money that way. That's why.
That's a capitalist situation that most people like us would say, hey, that's going to create more jobs. You're going to put, like people who are selling weed like behind closed doors off the table because you can go and buy it from the store. And it's not like crazy price because even though they're going to legalize it, people are still going to buy weed from their friends and from local drug dealers because it's always going to be cheaper and better.
Yeah.
The store is always going to be more expensive when it's controlled by the government. When it's regular people, the industry and the market can control how much it costs, not the government. You know what I mean? So,
science.
Fuck the government, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of T-Dub.
Market control. Because of that right now, that's why it's so expensive.
This. You ever see that meme where the guy's like grabbing the piece of wood, like the log, like this? That's how I would do Tom Wolf. I'd grab him by the inside of his ass like that, and I would split him like that.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't like made a move for the MMA stuff at all anyways, because it's going to get shut down or stopped. It's worthless. So we're just looking into
Pennsylvania's a big piece of
yeah.
shit because of Tom Wolf right now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of.
Although I gotta say though,
shut it down.
Although I must say, even though it's still bullshit and we're complaining, dude, like it's way better than some other states are getting funked, dude. Like Portland, obviously.
Yeah, at least
we're
our
one
post
of the
office isn't
worst.
on fire.
We're one of the worst states, dude. Like last time the election, we lost. Like it's less than a 6% margin between the state going red or blue.
Yeah.
So like they're all that ballot shit, all that fake ballot shit. Like Philadelphia is trying to.
Yeah, it's a battle, dude. This is one of the
Yeah,
battleground states.
It's war, dude.
Battleground state.
It's war
I
right
mean,
now.
Seth Daniels and Fight to Win, they think they're doing 3 shows in October. Grace was supposed to have a match. Thor was supposed to have a match, but we haven't heard back anything. I know they just had a big tournament in Colorado this weekend, and I saw him wearing a visor and stuff. But now I really hope it does come to. I don't know how they can do it though. Everything's illegal. Same with they're
They've been
supposed
doing
to be.
2300 Arena.
They've been there.
Well, CFFC did.
Oh, well, then I'm sure. Then I don't understand. Then I'm sure it's gonna work. Then he's probably not because Thor was wondering why he's not promoting it. And probably the reason is because it's only really for flow. It's only really for TV because not many people can even come.
Yes, Flo.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's true.
and Fuji says they're still coming to the Brewworks to do a tournament, not this weekend, next weekend. So if you guys hear this, sign up for the Fuji tournament. Get a couple practice rounds in locally before you hit the finishers tournament. So yeah, dude, I'm expecting over 150 people to be signed up
easy.
for a finishers tournament. If there's 137 now, there's still like 41 days left to register, and you know how many people jump in at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
Our guys are asking me all the time, like, what belt should I compete at? I'm like, dude, do black belt. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, send it.
yeah, I told a lot of the guys to do 2 divisions. Might as well just get more matches. Like
You mean
Sid's
like,
doing
dude,
the
they're
adults.
doing the blue belt and they're doing the upper belt?
Yeah.
Okay. I told people the opposite. I said do one or the other.
Yeah, you can. Some of the guys asked. I said
Because if you're doing the
Sid.
expert, don't do blue.
Yeah, well, Sid's like a blue belt.
Like if you're trashing
You know what I
expert
mean?
division, well, Sid's different.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the normal guy. You don't want a guy doing. I don't want fucking
You
brown
could do-
belt John in blue belt division.
Well, obviously brown belts can't sign up for a blue belt.
Well, that's what they're saying though. Like, can I do blue belt division too? Like, no,
what?
dude.
Who
Do
the
your
fuck
fucking
said
division.
that, dude? Well, that's
Dude,
not
I
even
don't know these fucking guys on my phone. I don't know who the fuck they are. Ooh, let me look into who this fucking guy is.
Well,
I
anyone
don't
would ask
fucking
me
pay
if
attention.
anyone asked me a question like that. If they were a brown belt and they asked me if they could also do the blue belt division, I would probably be like,
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
"Who are you?"
I don't know who it is.
Yeah. Come again.
But yeah, that would be a redonkulous move. But I told guys that were blue belts
Yeah, my ears are
to
dirty.
do a high if they wanted to, like Sid, he wants to do he's not even doing teens because even though he's 15, because I didn't want him to go in there and like fight, beat some teens. He already did adult division, so he's doing the white blue adult, which there are some of our guys that are like maybe white belts, and then there are a couple of guys that I don't know from other schools, so that'll be good for him. And then he's doing the purple belt division too. And there are some tough dudes in that, like maybe Chris Crawford and some of those guys
Yeah,
are in it. So
especially
it's
in
gonna
his
be
weight class.
yeah, and it's gonna be cool. And then like for Chris Crawford is a purple belt. Obviously, he's not gonna do the white blue division.
Chris Crawford's a brown belt.
Or he's a brown belt now, right? And he's gonna do the 135 because he's like that's how much he weighs, and he's also gonna do the one above it too.
The 145.
Yeah, so I told him that was cool. Register for 2 divisions. You could do both in that situation.
I'm
So
doing
there's a lot of
both
guys doing that.
170.
Yeah, and then some guys doing like the 45 division.
You're
but
doing
also
170?
the 170 bracket.
White, blue?
And purple, brown, black.
Damn.
The cash division. Yeah, how about that cash
Damn,
division?
you're
That's
going to do the
pretty
gas
serious.
division?
Yeah, why not, right?
There's a lot of guys. There's some black belts in there. Gary Gioni, that guy's a beast. Zach Green is signed up for it. Nick Willie or Nicholas.
That guy beat me
Wiley.
in overtime, dude.
Are you doing that?
No. Why would I do my own tournament? No.
Yeah, we gotta, dude. We need, dude. Me and Jim gotta run this shit.
I own the tournament.
Yeah.
Thanks for your money.
Is this the is this the same amount of people that usually sign up for this?
I think the most we had was the last one at the hotel, and I think there was about 130, 134 total.
So at least
And
you,
we're at
you can
137
start
now.
taking this anywhere you want.
Yeah. Well, dude, places aren't open.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. Dude, Grappling Industries, like I said, I'll show you the picture. They probably had 500 people there. They're doing gi and kids and everything. And it was crazy. There were so many people in the picture. It looked awesome. And I'm not a big, huge fan of Grappling Industries. Actually, I hate those guys. But I'm glad that there's jiu-jitsu matches for people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm glad that there's something to do. Guys are going out there and at least getting matches because that's what they need. They need to. You want to. All these guys want to got big dreams and aspirations. Want to do all the shit. You got to fucking compete. I mean, we were at competitions every other weekend when you're trying to come up. You know what I mean? Most of the guys that are doing that, it's like wrestling season where they just every weekend, every other weekend, they're doing a competition. You know, and that's where if you want to compete in jiu-jitsu, you got to compete in jiu-jitsu. So, and especially nowadays, it's weird because nothing's going down because different states, Jersey, you know, who knows? ADCC got canceled, so that's good for us. So yeah, tournament, man, fuck it. Florida, we want to get
They're
down
back,
there too,
baby.
yeah.
Florida's back. They're back 100%.
They never left.
Yeah,
Yeah, they like
did,
opened
though.
everything. They're like
Yeah.
stadiums. You want to have concerts here? Come on down to
'cause
Florida.
It's Florida's the best.
Yeah, when I was down there, they were like scaling back for a second. You know, they were like trying to scale back because the dude was taking a lot of heat, and they were making people, you know, not sit at bars. Like right when I was leaving,
Yeah.
and then yeah, so
Me and Jimbo are gonna be heading down to Tempe, Miami. Like
nice.
The second week of
They're gonna run a
December.
finishers tournament down there. So start off with a couple pro events, and then eventually try to move to an open too. Yeah, we could do it anywhere, dude. There's so many guys could be running shit all over the place, and obviously paying us. You know what I mean? But yeah, this why not? You know, and I think a lot of people are sitting back and complaining and shit, and you can't do that. You got to go and try to make shit happen some way. You
That's
know,
what I like to do. I like to sit back and complain.
the obstacle is the
That's all
way.
people can do right now. It's not like they can go out and do anything.
Some people can though.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
make
that's
it.
true.
You can do shit. Figure it out. Everybody always has like, well, they always want to just blame someone else. Like, well, this guy said, and we are blaming Governor Wolf and the guy who's in charge of the PA commissioner. I'm blaming them 100% for my woes, but I'm still gonna make shit happen around them. We'll just take
Dude,
our
my
fucking
dad is
talent
crushing
elsewhere,
on
our money
unemployment right
elsewhere.
now. I should sign up for unemployment.
Mad people are getting crazy amounts
Dude,
of unemployment, dude.
He's made like 15,000 off this thing. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Off unemployment?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think everybody has really.
I haven't.
I haven't. They told me that if they would have went back 3 days, I'd still be getting paid as if I worked at the post office.
3 days.
Yeah.
So that fucked you 3 days?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It is, and I've gotten nothing out of it. I've been having to sell $10 T-shirts.
All right, government. I'll just starve. I'll just starve in
And
the
the
street.
Small Business Association was like, "Yeah, we could do something."
Well, we did get that, but it's not like
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
you get like, here's the money, but don't spend it because you might have to pay it back.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just be like, oh, I can relax and.
No, they were like, "Hey, you're in really. It looks like you're in great shape." And then they're like, "Hey, something was wrong, and you got to wait 3 weeks and then refile." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks."
We should seriously like they sent me something because I got a little bit on unemployment. They sent me something that I have to pay it back, like because they did it wrong. They
Yeah.
just sent me the money and then like because I own a business, I filed the wrong way. I filed like an employee, which I am an employee, I guess. But they're like, well, you have to pay it back, and I'm like, I kept reading, and then they said, well, you don't have to pay it back, but if the next time you ask for benefits, they're gonna take out of your benefits. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, fuck that. I'm not paying that money back. You know what I mean? When's the next time I'm going to need unemployment?
Exactly, because you know what the thing is, I'm waiting to see. Now I might be totally wrong here, and my lawyer friends helped me with this, and I forgot to ask them about this, but I'm sure it's possible. Like if they eventually rule that it is unconstitutional, because one of the things was it's unconstitutional to shut down businesses that are for him to decide who's non-essential and who's essential. Well, I know that I can go back and look at our bank account and saw how much money we had. Because it's real easy. See how much money we had coming in this month, and then when they made us shut down, you see how much money you have coming in this month, and then I will take from here to here and see, hey, this is how much I lost, and that's how much we're going to sue them for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, yeah, we survived, and we did probably better than most. We have our things set up pretty solid, but I want that money back, dude.
Yeah, and that whole essential, non-essential thing's bullshit
Fuck
because
that.
it's essential to the person running the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
How
isn't
can you-
essential. This is essential to me. This is how I make my living.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's bullcrap.
We should be able to do bad things to Tom Wolf physically.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
We
eventually.
should be allowed to just tear him apart.
I mean, there are people. I'm still like, I've been really doing a good job of staying off Facebook, but there have been
Facebook
every
is a
now and then I look
dumpster.
on the groups thing because we have a couple of different groups, and I'm still involved in all those like PA.
Can't believe you're drinking beer, Preet. It's 10 in the morning.
It is what it is.
Kicking people out of the Pennsylvania, stand up against Tom Wolf groups or whatever.
Yeah, I had to leave those. It was just
It's disheartening.
anger all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I was just like,
disheartening.
okay.
So I don't know. That's a really weird thing going on. You know, I mean, but like we said, yeah, we're complaining, but I mean, dude, how about Australia, dude? I heard Australia, they're just fucking you up over there if you think you're sick or whatever, and they just beat your ass. And you know, shout out to Armbar Club, one of our sponsors. Sneak this in here. They did like a T-shirt for the guys over in Australia because their gyms have been closed for months and they'll probably never open again. So shout out to Frank Barker and the whole Australian squad over there. But and then Armbar, he just did a new T-shirt for Halloween. You saw that one?
Yes.
Michael Myers getting armbarred. So check out Armbar Club. That's one of our sponsors. But
Yeah, his
Australia,
T-shirt game's strong. He's so ahead.
Yeah, he made some sick stuff for us already. We got rash guards coming. We got all types of stuff. So the gear.
We should make a face punch club too.
Yeah, peep
should
that
just get
hoodie
a
right
picture.
there.
Oh yeah, this is new.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Yeah,
This goes hard on the bike because you got that big Punisher logo on the
Yeah,
back.
I saw that. I was like, dude, this guy's badass.
Sons of Anarchy, son.
No, dude, they made that about me. they that whole thing. They like, what's JM do? Shut up, Preet. Shut up.
Who would you be in the show?
I don't know. Fucking not a lot of guys. I don't know.
Jack Teller.
No.
No, I'm the guy, Clay.
Who's
I'm
the
that
fat
guy.
dude with like the long hair? Bobby.
I haven't watched the show in a long
Yeah,
time.
that would have been me.
Yeah, I like that show, man. I should
It
go
started
back and
out
watch it
strong,
again.
and then like by season 27, it turned into the
That's every
Dukes
show.
of
That's
Hazzard.
every show.
Yeah,
It's gone.
I mean, they made bank on that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Charlie.
I mean,
It's that
yeah.
Walking Dead game where they're just like, nah, let's just keep making money.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. Like
I
what's
watched
going
it
on
through.
next?
I get, I was like, whatever. I'm in for 5. I'm in for the last 5. Let's go, baby.
That's
My-
why it's cool when it's 3 seasons and out. You know?
My parents have the whole box set. They
Yeah.
have the physical box set.
Yeah.
Of
They
what?
made a lot
Sons
of
of
money.
Anarchy.
They made a lot of money off that fucking show.
Hey,
It
man.
didn't end bad. It was
Motorcycles
it was
are cool.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool because it's like it's like anything. It's a drama,
Yeah.
but it's about a motorcycle gang.
I mean, it was so ridiculous.
Oh,
they
when
had
his baby got
they're
kidnapped to
running-
Ireland.
Yeah, the babies are getting kidnapped. There's running porno studios.
yeah.
People are getting.
It was casted very well.
People's
They
daughters are
brought in
getting
Peggy
burnt
Bundy.
alive.
Yeah,
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
He's like, it's just a normal Tuesday, and like his daughter got burnt
Yeah.
in the fucking bottom of a thing.
Yeah, that's right. That was so fucked up. I definitely
Yeah.
cried watching that show.
Jesus, yeah, I never got. Yeah, come on, man.
I'm a mess.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, man,
I'm on over here on Reddit all day, man.
clap at that, you stupid bastards. Dude, that's the best part about I'm gonna start doing the old Biden, like when I do bad shit, I'm just gonna say that's what Zach does.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna be like because he'll do exactly what he accuses Trump of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
I
then
know, yeah.
like he's the one on tape saying the exact like
Yeah, I
clap
know.
for that, you stupid bastards.
The military.
A dull bunch here, and they're just all like,
Yeah. That's why, like,
what the fuck
crazy
is that?
old
that's what I
man.
said. If he just, instead of trying to be the nice guy, he should just lean into it.
Yeah,
If he was
yeah.
just like, they made shirts with his head that said, clap, you stupid bastard.
Yeah.
It's like, people would, you know what I
that'd
mean?
be awesome.
But that's why they don't like Trump, though.
Alex Jones said Joe Biden was
You
on
stupid bastard.
was on young people blood at the debate.
That's a true thing, though.
Yeah,
That
he's
is.
doing blood injections before the
See,
debate.
people think of, when you hear that, you think of like fucking like the guys from Vampire, vampires and all this stuff. Vampire Diaries, like you're like, oh, he's sucking blood and taking it out, but really what they're doing is Joe Rogan even talks about doing it. They take your blood out and they spin it and they put it back into you. That's one way. Or they take young teenager blood and younger blood, they inject it in you. It's totally true. And that's crazy. So, like, I know Alex Jones is like, they're modern day vampire lizards and everything, so it sounds ridiculous. But we've also been accused of, this is a good one, the podcast has been accused of being a conservative right-wing podcast.
This podcast?
Yeah.
Dude, I can accuse
I
you
know,
of being
Jay,
a
I'm
fucking
messaging
pussy,
you.
dude.
Do people message you about the
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah. Well, on the Finishers podcast Instagram.
Yeah.
I
I
get a
got
lot
people
of wild
unfollowing me
messages,
every
yeah.
day. I'm actively trying to get people to unfollow me.
I'm wearing a shirt about a gun. A gun shirt.
Hey.
America.
But yeah, but I think what was the other one Biden just on the debate was funny. He said, "Will you shut up, man?
Yeah, yeah. The memes are great on that.
He called him a clown too.
Will you just shut up,
Yeah,
man?"
I would have slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah. Well, also,
Bodily harm to him.
Trump is like, listen, Biden. He's like, listen, Biden will show up. He'll be 400 feet away and have the biggest mask in the world or whatever. Did he say?
Yeah.
He's like, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And he's right.
I had George and his fiance come over and watch the debate with us. I had beers and stuff. It was like a sporting event. I was like, this is gonna be great.
I tried, then I just jumped back into duty.
It was really wild with them just yelling over each other and stuff. That was
that other guy is a
the
freaking
moderator's a douchebag.
bought and
too,
paid for it. Yeah.
Come on, guys. And people don't see that.
And there's
People
supposed to be,
just
what,
don't see
4 of them? 4 debates?
that. It's not
3.
happening, I don't think.
3 debates.
They're not all going to happen. I don't think so. Not after that, dude.
3 debates, dude.
I hope there's 3 debates, but, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they get out of that last one. Or if Biden's like, oh, Trump can't be the only guy getting coronavirus. I'm getting it, too.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And then he scoops it right before, and they're like, he can't do these
Well,
debates.
that whole thing is.
Oh, what a ballsy chess
People are
move.
like wondering like what's going on with Trump. So it's like you guys are losing it.
He's working late at night. He's not even...
No. Could you imagine being the other side and they're like the news breaks and you're like, he did it. He said he's got the virus.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
did
a-
it. He said he's
Yeah,
got the...
he's like,
Yeah.
here's my
care.
dick on the table. This week he's going to be like, totally fine. Took
Yeah.
some pills. Let's
Yeah.
move forward, everyone. And then all these people like my mom are like, oh, yeah, he's saving us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the next Jesus Christ.
Anyone over 55.
Yeah, he took or whatever the pills are they've been telling him not to take.
The shit that Shab took.
Oh no, that was a different one where they're
Ooh,
like,
these are yummy.
well, why doesn't he just drink some bleach or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that. He's probably gonna take what you guys have been saying. He shouldn't take. Also, too, there were a bunch of people at the 4-way stop at over on by Ross's place over here, and I drove by and there was a whole bunch of Biden people out, and I think they are because that whole street's like Trump. There's like all big Trump flags and stuff. So they went out there, like with all the Biden stuff to, say stuff. Like be
Is
like,
there Biden rallies?
Honk for
Yeah.
Biden, honk
Yeah.
for Biden, right? And I'm stopped the first stop at the light, and another guy drives by and goes honks, and the guys go yeah, and then it gets quiet for a second. He slows down. It's a big black truck. So what do you think's gonna happen? They honk, and then he just goes Trump pussy, and then just keeps driving. Then I rolled by and yelled some shit at him too. I was like. I just yelled at him communist or something like that, and then just because, dude, back in the day though, like even when I would drive, they would always be on Airport Road the way I used to drive to work.
Yeah.
And they were going against Bush for I forget whatever, and then there were one time it was against Clinton for like sexual assaults, and I would just yell at anybody who's out
I love
protesting.
yelling at
If it's
anyone
all
out the
day,
window.
if you're outside all day and protesting, be prepared. I might toss something out the window at you. I don't care what
Feces.
you're really protesting. It doesn't matter. It's not about what you're protesting. Is about just me having a goof when you're like, and they're like, yeah, they're all into it because they're so fired up, and they're just like, fuck you, and they're like, oh,
I love yelling
man,
at
I thought I had that guy. I would do that to the sports fans too, like honk honk, and they're like, Eagles. I'm like, Cowboys, motherfuckers.
Go
I don't
fuck
even like the
yourself.
Cowboys. Yeah. That does piss people off, but that was pretty funny. And then we're coming back from
Paintball
Easton.
gun.
I went to the
drive by paintball gun.
dude. That used to happen all the time.
That's right.
I got
That'd be cool.
what was the other thing I saw? Oh, I saw the black guy meme.
terrorist.
That huge meme.
Oh yeah, that guy with the big dick flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Where was that?
That's
Was
right
that
off
you-
33.
Did you take the video?
Yeah, people also were like, that's not, where is that from? I'm like, that was right as you're getting on 33.
Nice.
There's like it was just a huge flag with that guy on the back, and people are like, that's my president, and everything like that. Everybody was honking at him and stuff. No one's getting mad at that. And then like, students of ours were like 2 cars behind. I was recording it. I was like, hold on, I gotta get this. My wife's like, be careful, you're gonna crash. I'm like, no, I want to see. I got to. Like, a lot of people don't even know what that is, but like, I don't know why that just became a meme. It's so funny that you just like. There was another one that someone was just trying to post where like, Trump's in trouble. check this out. He just, he's in the hospital. Check out this footage.
Yeah,
and he clicked
I
on it,
forgot that's how it all started. And it's like, bam, here's this dude's groundhog.
Yeah, it was like, you're never going to believe. They're like, you're never going to believe what Eddie Bravo was doing that one right when coronavirus started. Yeah. When he was like, you're never going to believe this hidden info about the coronavirus. Click this now. You're like, oh shit, Corona, what's going down? Like they're putting in the military, and then it show like a bunch of military trucks, and then just cut to him, and you're like, dude, what was the other one that used to get people back in the day with the phones when you would? It was like not before. It was before iPhones, where you could hit someone with a message, and when they would open it, it would be like,
Yeah, it was like the audio would blast.
You're like with that all the time.
Yeah, the bathroom, someone gets.
We used to fuck with people. What was it, the Nextel, when they were the walkie-talkies, and you didn't have control over anyone yelling into your phone?
Yeah.
I would know when my buddy would be in class at NAC, and I'd be like, yo, what's up, pussy?
Yeah, you could just come through.
It'd be a great douchebag signal right there. The old Nextels, like you knew the guy had like the yellow shades on too.
Yeah.
The Nextel.
But that was crazy because you could bother people whenever. You couldn't turn that off. You had a constant walkie-talkie on.
Yeah, you
They used
could
to go chirp.
Yeah, you
chirp.
could just hit them with a beep or something,
Yeah.
right?
And then you just talk like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
That was weird. I forgot where
Super
those.
troll move.
Why would anyone want that?
Yeah. Well, I don't think you had to pay. It was almost like what texting is now. You didn't have to pay for the walkie-talkie. So if you had a Nextel and somebody else did, your minutes would go down because they didn't have unlimited plans back then. You have to forget about all this shit they didn't have.
Then you could like throw those phones off the roof too. Like you could beat that phone to shred. Now if you
well, they were used for like the whole part of them was for like construction sites.
Yeah.
And then they just built it into their thing.
Well, what was the other one too? Was Blackberries or whatever? Remember?
I never got into the Blackberries.
Those suck, dude. Those stupid. You got to pull out the pen and shit. If I had to pull out a pen, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I didn't ever want to do
Oh, hold on. Let me get my pen and click things. Like, no. I don't have time for this shit.
Dude, people suck. People go to CVS to get pills for their dick that doesn't work from the last pill they're taking. You know what I mean?
Gas
Put their
station
mask
dick
on.
pills.
They're like, my dick doesn't work anymore because the pill I took. Got to get more pills.
What do you think? People are just watching the news and they see all this stuff, or do you think that's what it is, or what?
With the dick pills or?
No. GSBPs, gas station.
Dick pills.
Yeah. No,
That
like
horny goat weed used to sit next to the register.
there's dude. Remember
Used to snort it.
You know what, dudes?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Remember
And then
Stacker?
everyone's all worried about coronavirus. It's like, dude, you're
Remember Stacker 10s
snorting goat weed.
or whatever?
I've never
Stacker
snorted
10,
goat weed.
Whatever. I don't
Yo, back in the day,
Yeah,
no
those
one,
fucking like caffeine pills and shit at the fucking no-dos.
people
Weight
forget.
loss.
Yeah.
People forget that was like a thing because no one knew it was bad.
Hell,
so like, I'll
nothing
just
was
take Stacker
regulated
10s
when they were
and all
doing
this
that
stuff.
shit. That's where what's the shit in Florida? Not Flocka, the first round of shit that came out, where people were fucking smoking that fake weed, but they would like throw themselves out of a window.
Yeah, people are stupid, dude. People
What
are
the fuck
fucking
was
dumb.
that shit?
But that's like, to me, that's like population control. If you're dumb enough to do
Yeah.
that, then like if you're buying pills or like whatever from the gas station, and like even guys, smart people have come up that I thought they were originally smart, and they would come up and say, yeah, I just got some CBDs. I'm like, that's cool, man, because they know like we're into CBDs and that's maybe part of the lifestyle. And I'm like, yeah, where'd you get them? They're like, oh, I got them over at the gas station or whatever. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you take anything pill from a gas? I don't even take
On
shit
that
from
last-
the hospital, dude.
On that CBD episode we did, like the guy really, he like really broke down like CBD companies just slapping stickers and doing shit. And he said if you look into it, he goes, they have to, I guess, monthly pass specific tests, and he goes, they don't, but they still sell them. And he said a lot of times when you're taking real CBDs that aren't correct, it's like a shitload of mercury you're ingesting into your body.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, he goes, but it's just not. They don't pull it off the shelf. They're like, okay, this isn't really CBD.
Well, you can't-
And then
you
the
can-
company just runs it until they're out of it, and then
Sell it.
With the oils, guys, here's a tip for you too. With the oils, like we sell at the school, we sell Ned. It's called Meat Ned. It's I don't even know why it's called. I should probably look into that. I forget, but it's CBD from Colorado. It's really good shit. And the oil that you get, there's no additive in. Like if you're taking like I'm gonna take a blueberry tincture or whatever. Like I didn't know because I tried that shit too. But now that's not how it goes. It's got to be like a regular. It's got to be like the regular oil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't have all these weird additives to it. Like even the gummies and stuff, from what they say, is not really. It's either that and the muscle rub is good, but that's not getting like that's not like getting that
Yeah, it's why like when you get a vape pen and they give you a free CBD thing, it does nothing. If you I would hit it once.
Didn't people die from hitting weird like fake vape pens and shit too, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah, like dude, that's what didn't Jimbo say some shit like that to someone? What was that joke? I forget.
He was like,
His lungs are gonna fall out of his asshole if he keeps smoking that vape he has.
Yeah, the vapes are weird. I don't know.
Someone at the school tried
dude,
selling him like a cart. He's like, and I forget what he said, but he's like, I don't want that garbage shit. I'm gonna
I
die.
think what didn't he say? Like, oh, I don't really. He's like, nah, it's all good. Like he was trying to be nice. He's like, nah, it's all good. I don't really fuck with fake carts.
Yeah, Jimbo said that. Yeah, he's like, I don't really fuck with fake carts.
Well, people have given me was that mine? No, people tried to give me like carts that have they don't have a label on it. You could tell it's like a different sticker, like someone made it, or it like the thing is like the sleeve is like been cut. I'm like, I don't want this.
What do you vape, Ben? Juul. Now, what's Juul? Is that the nicotine vapes?
Yeah, that's that one that everybody got hopped onto when they were like.
So that's like the new cigarettes.
Well, that was like 3 years ago. Like when I was at Penn State, everyone had a Juul. Like it was everywhere, and people would just plug it into your computer because there's a little thumb drive, and that's how you charge it. So they'll be in class, and it's just charging, and then they go outside, and everybody's just hitting this Juul, and they thought like, oh, it's cool, and now they're all addicted to nicotine.
Are you addicted to nicotine, Ben? Good for you.
My wife's friend was definitely addicted to that thing. She quit smoking because of it, but then she was just like found that she was
But
like
does it fuck your lungs up like
laying in
tobacco
bed
does?
and hitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably at a slower rate, maybe.
Well, tobacco is not really what I mean. Does that really?
I
Fuck?
ripped tins,
Yeah.
dude, of Copenhagen, just so everyone knows. Ripped tins of Copenhagen. I went through 2 yesterday. That's bad. 2 tins.
In one day, yeah, that's
one
pretty.
Do you
bad.
spit or swallow? With Copenhagen.
You spit, dude. You spit it. But
Didn't someone swallow it?
it's just because I put in massive lips.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm like
Yeah.
little ones all the time, but it's just because I pack giant
What is
globs.
what
He
is
packs big
Copenhagen
doinks,
compared
dude.
to chewing tobacco? Is there
Doinks.
something
It
different?
is chewing tobacco.
Yeah, but isn't it like shredded and thin? It's not
Yeah.
like Red Man. I was like the good Red Man.
Yeah, Red Man's.
Pretend I was a cowboy in the woods, just sick and throw up. My dad's like, "Where's my fucking Red Man?"
I'll be like holding my baby and just. Nah, but
Dude, what is that one
Not
movie
cool.
where like the babies would be?
you need to take a. Someone just commented on that picture I took of the guy getting slapped with a mask on. He's like, you need to take a science class. Felipe Fogelin black belt.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know who it is either. He says I need to take a science class.
Was that even me?
But you need to get in touch with God, bro. You need to get in touch with the Lord upstairs, dude.
My
Too
God,
easy to get tricked, bro.
my God.
Too easy to trick you.
What was the other thing? There's Juul, and then what's the other thing that? Oh, PAX.
I don't know. I never
That's
heard
a
of that.
weed. That's a weed one though. I think.
I mean, it's 2020. I'm still spitting in the bottles and shit in public. It's disgusting.
Bro, back in the day when I
What are you
disgusting,
supposed to do though?
a lot of
Can't
guys do
swallow
that
it.
stuff, right?
No, you can't swallow it. It's. I mean, you could swallow. I can swallow it. Like
People-
if it's one of those days I'm outside and my feet are on the grass or whatever, I'll like have a Coors Light and I'm not trying to wait for. I'll like be drinking and have a lip in at the same time. I can swallow it.
My brother had to get off of it. He found like something where it was like natural, but it was like it faked you, like where you thought you had fucking it tasted.
I think it's more of like I need something to do.
Yeah,
with my
well,
mouth.
that's what he had to do. So it's like there's no nicotine in it, but it was like still had flavor, and you spit it, and it's close to what the fuck the experience is. And
Yeah.
then his wife
But
made
it's
him
not
do
the
that.
same.
No,
It's not the same.
but he was like ripping, and it was like fucking his lip up, and it was like
I'm fine.
a couple years.
I'm fine. I mean, I've been at it for a long time and I'm fine so far. You know what I mean? But
Doesn't
that
Thor-
can change it really fast, I guess.
A lot of people. Thor does it too, doesn't he?
Nah, he did. I think he quit.
What are
though.
the little pouches? I always like the little pouches.
Yeah,
they were less of a
well,
mess.
They're like little tea bags.
little tea baggers under the lip. You used to spit them
But
out.
that's like if
Fucking-
you can't pack.
Yeah.
You can't pack.
But that was the funnest part.
Yeah,
it's
you
like
just-
packing cigarettes. Like, Sons of Anarchy.
I did. I tried it a couple of times, like when I was playing softball.
Yeah.
It gave me like a pretty good rush.
My mom hates it. Like my family
Yeah.
hates it. But like literally, that's all they have to complain about.
Better than smoking. Better than fucking. I was in a car yesterday and my friend's was ripping butts, and I'm like, dude, this stinks. I'm breathing this shit in.
Smoking sucks.
I was like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Luckily, I don't do any of that stuff because I'm pretty into getting addicted to shit. So I'm trying.
Do you ever rip butts? Hammer some nails down on a construction site?
No, when I was couple times though, when I was getting back in the day at like parties, when I would get really drunk and someone had cigarettes or like
Let me
I
get
would
a
just-
Newport.
Yeah, exactly. I would just smoke. Or like one guy's like, if we hit a bong and then you smoke a Newport after, it enhances it 30%.
Yeah, because you need that after taking a 12-foot bong.
Yeah,
it's a cigarette
basically,
to make it better.
Yeah, smoke a couple of cigarettes, get drunk. I feel like I worked in a mine all night.
That was the worst, waking up.
Yeah, like you just smell.
Smoke a pack of cigarettes at the bar.
Thank God when they used to let you, or like go to a private club and everyone just smokes inside. I mean, they used to let that shit happen all the time, and we used to go to Staley's and used to smoke inside there, and my parents loved it there.
Yeah.
And they used to smoke. People were just fucking smoking, eating a cheesesteak, drinking a beer,
Yep.
talking. That's how it was back in the day. But like I said, maybe because I saw my brothers and sisters, and then my parents be into smoking cigarettes, I just never tried it.
Yo,
same thing.
Is our address 3671 or 3761?
3761. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, same with doing dip, though. I never did that. Alcohol,
I got into
obviously,
a little bit.
into that.
I started doing
drinking
it in high school because at Notre Dame it was a $95 fine. So I was like, my dad will beat the shit out of me.
But
so I used to just go to the shitter and put fucking thing in. But I was actually addicted to cigarettes. I started at 13.
damn, yeah,
Like,
I know
there
a
was
lot of
kids
people.
smoking butts that aren't addicted to cigarettes and getting in trouble, and I'm like, you didn't need one.
Yeah.
Like I had to smoke
Let me
because I
fucking smoke,
started. Just let me smoke, bro.
That's how shitty school is, that you start smoking at 16. That's how terrible
Yeah.
school is.
Stress.
That you're like, fuck this, I need a cigarette. At 16 years old. School fucking sucks, dude. Fuck school.
So true.
I mean, it depends. I think
You're that bored, or you're that stressed, or you're that, not that you're like stressed out and need a cigarette, but like you're that bored or like that.
I was always hanging out with the wrong guys. We were in the woods before class talking about, are we even going to go? I always was. But I'd be like, maybe tomorrow, Skip. Mom would kill me.
I was smoking Marlboro Smooths. They were like ultra menthols. Like they're not even regular menthols.
Yeah.
They're like the ultra like it's the block. The box is so green it's blue. You know what I mean?
Yes.
though, when I was
Ridiculous.
younger, I never got it. Like, also too, I never got into smoking cigarettes because it doesn't even get you stoned. So like once I tried them a couple times, like when I was real young, when I didn't get into it when I was like 12 and other kids were, like at the bike jumps. Shout out to the East Coast Destruction Crew, ECD, over here. People don't know that our area has a rich history for biking. You know what I mean? Or BMX, jumping. The guys still do it.
Caddy
now.
Woods.
Yeah,
I think they're
Caddy
the
Woods.
only ones.
Nom, they're not. Nom's not around anymore. They knocked that shit down. I was off like 8th Avenue in Northampton. I know all about the
Caddy Woods, I think, is
posh.
the only place where they pushed it so far that that's considered a bike park.
Right, yeah.
By the state.
They had to fight for that big time.
Yeah.
Because you know what happened? Nom, that got knocked down.
Yeah.
And then
there was stuff right by his house behind Wild Bill's.
Yeah. And then they took down the ones. This is just Northampton area. They took down the one. There was a huge jump and a creek jump over at now I'm gonna get killed for saying creek, but people are like, it's creek. But over here, it's crick.
No, it's pronounced crick.
There's a crick jump over there, and there was a rope swing and stuff too. But there was a huge jump behind Hampton Lanes. My sister lives over there now, and you just boom, you'd fly off this fucking thing. It was huge. Guys would hit mad air off that, and that's back there. Kids were drinking and smoking cigarettes and stuff, and I just never got into it because I tried it. I'm like,
Cheese and liquor parties.
eh.
Cheeseburger liquor parties.
I never got into those.
No, those are fun. Cheeseburger liquor parties.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Do
All right,
guys
well,
use-
whatever you
No,
guys
my
fucking did,
friends
we
do
made
it.
burgers.
My friends do it once a year. Everyone has to bring a different bottle of liquor, and it's just cheeseburger and liquor, and you can only drink liquor, and everybody blacks out, and there's just the best stories from
get
a
out of
couple of
hand.
my friends. Yeah,
I'm
one
sure.
friend said they were somebody got tackled across in the neighbor's yards, and the only thing you can't do is throw up. My one buddy threw
In high
up.
school, we used to go to White Castle. That was fun. I mean, it's high school. Everyone's high school sounds the same to me. I don't really talk about high school because it's fucking high school.
Yeah, I know a lot of people said high school and stuff sucked and school sucked, but I mean, I think I just had an attitude of I didn't really give a shit, and I figured I was going to go to Northampton Community College anyways, and then once I found out everybody got into there, I was like, oh, this doesn't really mean anything to me.
13th grade.
High school? Yeah, 13th grade. A lot of people hanging around there, but I had to quit and go back a couple times. But yeah, high school, if you had a different attitude towards it, but man, I know some
I had a
people
great
are
time in high
fucking
school. It's just
I fucked
rough.
up.
Yeah,
I look
high school
back
was fun.
on it, and at the time I probably thought it sucked, but it was only because my parents were trying to parent. You know what I mean? They were like, you're smoking pot and fucking doing all this shit. What the fuck? Just go to math class. But now I look back on it.
I'd rather have that than some
Yeah.
little Like I try to think about it. Like I don't know, because you don't want your kid to like die or like drunk drive or.
No, but if I follow the timeline back all the way up into now, this is the only way I would have been happy anyways.
I mean, now is way different too. Like smoking
now.
weed in the '80s. Like you know what I mean. Like people thought that. I mean,
You know
I
how
don't know.
hard it was to get weed?
People were doing. Yeah.
Let alone alcohol.
we talked
Alcohol
about that.
was like,
It's so wild,
it
dude.
was
Now,
so hard to get alcohol.
Movies are shutting down. Movie theaters are completely almost like so many big time movie theaters are toast. And that's what we used to do. You'd go to Carmike, parents would drop you off. You had to chill and wait till they left, go in, go back out, run into the woods somewhere.
Yes.
Smoke like one pin joint and then
Yeah.
be like, oh, I hope no one catches us.
Yeah.
I smell.
You got like 9 bottles of cologne.
And then like, or we'd have to go to one guy's house, go
Like
behind
anyone with
TCBY.
half a brain doesn't know.
Yeah. Drink alcohol.
fucking
Dude, I
stupid.
used to smoke cigarettes. I'd be in school for smoking. Would go to the bathroom. Would smoke cigarettes and then come back and they'd be like, "You definitely were smoking cigarettes." And I'm like,
No, I wasn't.
"Totally wasn't."
Yeah.
And later on,
No way.
when I quit smoking, anytime somebody comes from smoking a cigarette, they smell like shit, and
Yeah,
then the
I know.
whole fucking room
Yeah, you
smells
smell
like
it.
shit.
Yeah, my grandmother still smokes, and like I don't even like when she holds the baby. I'm just like, he definitely smells that cigarette.
When I was a kid, my girlfriend that I had in high school, we would go out and like smoke a joint or like smoke a bowl, and then we try to sneak back in. Like, and she had other siblings, and her mom would be like, "Come here real quick, let me see you guys," and we would just hang out there and act like we didn't smell because we were outside. And then she'd always be like, "Hold up your fingers real quick," and we're like, "Oh no," you know what I mean? She's like, smell her fingers and
my
be
bu-
like,
That's how
"Oh
you get
shit."
coronavirus.
My buddy
Yeah.
Schmitty.
She's like, "That smells like a joint."
That's
I'm
how
like,
you get a
"Ugh."
fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
Like, you
buddy
know,
used to have
with his hand
my
up.
buddy used to have a freaky
Step
freezer. We used to take turns holding the glove.
Fuck that.
Yeah, we'd make campfires in the woods in the middle of summer and be like, "Yeah, we're just having a fire down there." It's so dumb.
But they know though. But it wasn't like it is now, where like if if your kid out does something like that, it could be some crazy shit could happen. Now
Yeah.
just the world seems crazier. I guess it's all relative, but I mean, dude, when we were kids, I mean, you could fucking get away with everything, dude. But no one did things that crazy though. I feel right. Most people just, if someone gets in a fight, people get beat to death. Back then, I mean, I'm sure it happened, but now you would just get into a fight and go home.
Yeah,
Now kids will
less head stomping.
yeah, it's weird. So the game has changed, dude. Can't even, and I'm glad kids in our neighborhood go out and play, but a lot of people, your kids can't even ride bikes. You're gonna ride bike to another town. I mean, I guess if you want to you gotta let kids go eventually, but now there's all these things about people stealing kids and all that stuff we've always been talking about. It's so wild. So you got to be really careful, man. Back in the day, shit was so much different, man. So much different. I feel bad for kids today that they're not going to get to,
Well, a lot
do
of
some
them,
of
the
stuff.
video game shit has changed drastically as well. I mean, you're connected, and
Yeah.
people used to come over to the house, and then we'd play video games together. Now you don't have to leave your house.
Yeah,
and-
you just go
Yeah.
online. And
but you
play
don't
with
have to leave your
friends.
house or anything. You can jack off on the internet. You can get laid on the internet.
yeah, that's true.
You get your
You used to
video
have to go and
games
buy
in.
a fucking dirty magazine at a gas station.
No, you don't have to go outside no more, dude. Wear your mask, stay home, jerk off.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to leave for shit. You know,
No.
Get Amazon to deliver
you
your
can
food.
get your food delivered
Dude,
to the
you don't
door.
ever leave the house. Yeah, don't ever leave the
I mean,
house.
there's some people that are still fired up and doing quarantines and masking and all this stuff. I was over I went to Third and Ferry. Shout out to Jose.
Oh, that food looks so good.
Dude.
Went yesterday with
Oysters,
Mark
baby.
as well.
I never
did I
got
eat
into
yesterday?
oysters.
Yeah.
I never got into
Where are you
oysters.
yesterday? Oh yeah, we went to
Yeah,
Bethlehem
I
Diner
went
and got
yesterday
breakfast.
with
That's what I
Mark.
did
We
yesterday.
went
I love
there
diner
around,
breakfast.
Like 7:00.
At night?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because I had work and we were gonna go out to eat like earlier in the week, but
There were a whole bunch of people there that since we threw it up, that's why I know the coffee shop will work, because since we threw that up, there were so many people came through there. There was Chris was there. There were people were sending me oysters and shit. They're like, "Oh, here's another 6." I'm like, "I didn't order these." They're like, "Nah, they're from the table over there." I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
badass.
talking about."
They have Saturday. I went to go get beer. I think it was Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's a good story.
And and I walked in without my mask on, like I'd done since the beginning of this shit. And there was a different guy up front, and there was a woman, and then she had her daughter with her, who was probably like 7 or 8. They were both masked up. And then I just walked up to the counter without my mask on, and then I put my beer on the thing. He's like, "You gotta have a mask." I'm like, and I just put my T-shirt on my nose like this. And he's like, "No, you can't. I'm not selling you this without a mask." I'm like, "All right, I'll see you later." You turned me down. So now, like, this isn't good now.
No.
Can't do that now. There has to be an actual mask.
And what's bullshit is he probably wouldn't have said anything if that woman and her daughter wasn't there.
Oh.
So it's like, if you don't fucking care, don't fucking care.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going there anymore. As soon as you refuse me for not wearing a mask, I'm never giving you my money again.
Which one was that? So I can
Chipotle
never
did
go
that.
there.
It's on 191. The beer distributor on 191 by the pizza place. I mean, dude, like literally, you're in a restaurant where people can stand, and you have to have a mask. And then
Oh,
you
the
can
one
sit,
right
and then you
over.
don't.
It's like off to the right hand side when you're headed towards.
Yeah, across the street from the gas
Perkins and all
station.
that
Yeah,
shit.
like, so I walked up to I went to Vegan Treats too. Everyone loves Vegan Treats. They got really good ice cream. So I went there, and I don't want to have to go in and wait in line like some shamoke. So I just get the drop it off out front, and I'll pick it up thing. So I'm standing outside on the other side of the street. I'm not gonna put a mask on to walk outside to a table that's sitting outside.
No.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there. I go to walk up, and there's people sitting. The table's here. There's people sitting right next to it, literally right next to it with no masks on, but because they're eating
Yeah,
and
they were
drinking
sitting
a drink,
down,
they
they're
don't
not
need
gonna
it.
die.
So there's another person waiting in line. There's two people waiting in line at the thing, and I walk up, and they just both look over at me, and like
Yeah.
I could just see them glaring at me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're not in friendly territory
"Excuse
there.
me."
You're gonna definitely get some people telling you fucking.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't eat fucking meat, and I wear a fucking mask, and you better also do those two things, or I don't like you.
well, they
I
were
don't like you.
They were not in the greatest physical condition.
Yeah, they
No.
look like fucking
And
bags
they
of shit.
they had the Karen cut, and they were just looking at me like, I'm just like, excuse me, yoink, get that, you know. Even at Tanzos, they don't really care at Tanzos that big of a deal, but they people in there, like, you know, people just look at you. It's like, dude, just worry about yourself. What are you worried about, dude?
Yeah.
That's why I like my motorcycle helmet. Because I can just wear a motorcycle helmet. Like, I'll be on the bike, I'll have my motorcycle helmet.
Keep it on.
Stroll
Yeah.
in.
on.
I got music on, and, like, I just leave the flap open. You know, because they're
Yeah.
like, well, the mask No, the mask does not protect you.
Yeah.
Like, the mask is, whether it's whatever, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's bullshit.
My mask is made
And then
from
they-
a woman who bought material at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
It's just
the fucking...
it has
It's just that
pineapples
you
on it.
consent
It's
to
not
it.
going to do anything.
And, but the people look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I'm looking at you like you're crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a weird
it's
thing.
just, it's insane.
I've also
If people, you should get one of those, like, I should get the most ridiculous mask I can possibly get, like a dick mask or something,
a
or
huge
like a
one,
fucking
a Biden
a
mask.
rooster head, or like a Biden, anything ridiculous.
Yeah.
What if you just start wearing like a Jason mask? Can you wear that?
Yeah.
Or like
I
something
think people
that-
do. You
Halloween's
see
gonna throw a
pictures,
wrench in
yeah.
all this because people are gonna be rolling up the stores with like all kinds of sketchy shit on.
We should. I'm gonna hit the Halloween store after this. Actually, I should. Yeah, but I don't know. Weird, man. I'm not really cool with that. I mean, look at, dude. I've been to Texas. I've been to Florida during the middle of all this. Our students have been to the UK and back, all over the place, and
Yeah, having unprotected sex in the United Kingdom, coming back.
we're fine.
You know what I mean? Not even wearing a condom. You know what I mean? Not even having the decency to put a condom on, coming back
Yeah.
unprotected. That's flagrant. You're in a pandemic and you're gonna go raw dog a
Put a
chick in the
rubber
United
on.
Kingdom?
Put a rubber on.
Come on, guy.
Yeah. So, and then these guys are been traveling all over and come back and train, and we're fine.
So you're telling me all these places we're told we're not supposed to go, they went and they're fine?
Well, dude,
Not only did they go, they're having unprotected sex with people.
I went to Texas. We went to Texas for Grace's match. We were in El Paso.
Yeah.
That was a epicenter. Me and my wife went
It's
to Florida.
ground zero. That's what people were telling me. It's Texas. That's
yeah.
ground zero
Me
for
and
Throwing
coronavirus.
around 9/11
During-
terms.
Jesus Christ.
During the time when everybody was losing their mind over it, and they were like, the numbers are going up. Me and my wife flew to Florida,
Yeah.
and we went to bars and we hung out. We went to
Yeah.
restaurants. We went to the one Disney World part, and guess what? Still here, motherfuckers.
We were supposed
Still
to
here.
we were supposed to go to Vegas last year for my birthday, and we're gonna go out to a fight, and then
Nice.
all this shit happened, and I was talking to my buddy, and I'm like, "Do you want to go?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care." He said, like, because the casinos aren't like popping because a lot of people aren't coming. They're making everything more about food and like entertainment. And he's like, "Dude, there's still a shitload of stuff to do. You might have
yeah.
to wear a mask here and there." But he's like, "Let's go." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Well,
I'm not concerned
yeah.
with getting sick at all."
Just at the finishers tournament, like I looked at the grappling industries. They tell us at the place you're supposed to wear masks, but we're supposed to police ourselves. So, like, the guys, like, I'm going to say, like, hey, the place said wear a mask, but I'm not going to be yelling at people or telling them. I'll let it up to them. If they want to yell at us, that's cool. But, Cruise Combat's going to give us a bunch of the masks for people to wear. Like, the refs are supposed to wear them. But, I mean, dude, we're doing athletic shit. You know what I mean? So, if people have them off and on, it's whatever to me. It's kind of on you. I'm not going to
want them.
I'm not going to be rolling around.
You guys see
with
the
it
guys
all
with cones on their heads so they don't suck their own dicks? They got like a cone, like a dog cone.
Get that. Well, if you honestly with the cone, if you breathe into it, it's obviously shooting it up.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting low though, you're not gonna be able to wear it. You got to sit up above. Also too, I bought a bottle of bourbon yesterday.
There you go.
My wife wants to get into bourbon. I'm
What
like,
kind?
oh,
You
that's
get
cool. Let's drink some.
John Taffer's Bullet Bourbon.
No, I just got.
It's good. I like Bullet Bourbon.
It's 44 roses.
Yeah.
Special batch or special edition or whatever. It was pretty good. I didn't want to go like middle of the road, or I figured out, fuck it, if I'm drinking bourbon, I'll get like a more expensive one. So, but it was pretty good. I had one little drink, and then she made like 2 mules with like the ginger beer or whatever. Those are pretty
nice,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did she
Those
bake?
yesterday
She
as
baked
well.
something.
Pot pies?
Yeah, dude. That was ridiculous. How good were those?
It was really good, dude. But I haven't had a good pot pie in a while.
Yeah.
Those were fucking good, dude. She makes a lot of good food. Thank God for her. If not, I'd be eating at McDonald's. So, or maybe not McDonald's, Wegmans, all the time.
Shout out to Weggies. 248. What's up?
Yes, sir.
It's the best one.
What else we got? That's pretty much all I got, man. We're busy. We got another busy week of doing shit. We have let's see. We already talked about Armbar Club. Go on, peep Ted's new shirt. We got some. We got hoodies for sale. Come by the school. We're gonna be getting more of them. We're working on sweatpants. I'll throw up some beanies that you guys can order off the site, shopfinishers.com. Rubber Guard Assassins, he wants us to film some more shit for him, so go on there. I know shit's been a little slow content-wise because schools are still shut down because governors are Hitler. We're living in communist China over here. Well, and then Sbrocchi just made a big, a really cool pendant, a finisher's pendant. I got to see how much it is. I'm not sure yet, but he's going to be at the Finishers Open. So if you want to check out some of his jewelry, maybe get your wife an emerald or something really cool. So, but yeah, he's going to have a bunch of jewelry down there. So everybody needs a jeweler. You know what I mean? All the rappers always talking about, I'll just go to Jacob. Yo, dude, I need a new ring. Hit my man Sbrocchi, dude. He'll come through.
Sbrocchi, man.
Did you see that movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
pretty good.
That was
Real
good.
good.
That was very good.
Yeah, it was a solid movie. I was like, I don't know, this kind of looks stupid, but then I watched it. I like
was
that.
in it.
Yeah.
Because everyone,
It just kept building.
and then everyone just, whatever. It was okay.
So, what else? Did I hit all the sponsors? I was
Yeah,
like,
Armbar.
if anyone's looking for seminars, privates, anything like that, hit up the squad. Like I'll point you in the right direction. We got a bunch of guys teaching. Me and JM always open for seminars. Bring Grace along. Drop some knowledge in your face, and yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Mike, you got anything?
Yeah, I think. Well, I got to wait for them to pull the trigger, but I sent the invoices out for Made and for the CBD company, so they should be sponsoring this show
Oh, nice, awesome.
this month.
You want to get your strength and conditioning together? That's huge. All you fighters out there, jiu-jitsu guys, if you're not lifting twice a week or working on your balance and all that shit, what you doing?
And Craig might be
Yeah.
on the show next week. He hasn't confirmed, but
Nice.
he should be able to do it.
Always love talking to Craig, dude. We could him and JM sit around and bullshit for hours. I love Craig.
Yeah, that's
So-
it. The other one's Smooth Roots CBD. I just did a podcast with him. It's like a shitload of information. Like that kid really knows his
Is
shit.
that up that we can watch?
Yeah,
already?
it went up.
Oh,
He
nice.
was
Yeah, it's
like
been up.
went and was a bud tender. Got like the amount of information he went from just fucking doing the bud tender shit to what he's doing with his business now was really fucking cool.
Nice.
A lot of shit I didn't know about CBD. That's up. I'll have Old Town Flood up this week if anybody likes bluegrass music. They're
I do.
dropping their new single, so he came down Friday. That was fun.
Bluegrass music? That's racist.
Jesse was on the show. It was cool to have him back.
Oh,
we were
nice.
boozing, so
Yeah,
I
no,
think we got a
bluegrass is
schedule.
a shit. I think a lot of people, a lot of guys like my dad's age, they still listen to classic rock all the time.
Yeah.
But what happened is classic rock pretty much died out. There is no more like that style of music isn't made anymore. So a lot of guys started getting into blues and
Yeah.
like bluegrass because it's kind of classic.
They have that
rocky.
festival every year, the Bluegrass Festival in Wing Gap.
Yeah. Me and my dad's, we've gone a couple wineries and listened to some good
Yeah.
bluegrass guys. So Got to do
Cool.
that more, dude.
Well, we should go on a winery tour.
Yo, winery, or we should. Yo, you know what we should do?
I like to suck dick on the weekends sometimes. You know what I mean? I like to.
You're probably on Reddit.
You know what
Yeah, I like to go on Reddit.
Hey,
suck dick.
Look for OnlyFans.
I got upvoted 4 times on my Reddit post. No, what we should do is rent one of those huge trucks that I saw George was on one of those monster. What are those things? What are those
Like
things?
a party bus.
Yeah, party bus. We should rent because back in the day, people used to rent party bus all the time. That's what we should do: is rent a big party bus.
That's
that
how you
had
get
video
Corona.
games in it, and just throw people in there.
And
Yeah,
there-
dude.
there's 4
Did you see
wineries
that?
Yeah,
you
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you get corona.
Yeah, we should. Dude, we could hit. Well, it used to just go to beer. It used to just go to like. It would take you around. Don't. They used to have them where we'll go to McGrady's and shit. That
Yeah.
shit was nuts. People, I've never been on one there,
Pretty
but
sure you can pay for tours where they take.
Well,
you to,
like
different
Yeah.
I
bars and
wanna.
stuff.
I'm gonna have to get married probably pretty soon. So
Pussy.
bachelor parties and stuff. That is what it is. I gotta do what
I'm
I gotta
never
do.
getting married.
I never said that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's okay.
I never said that. I said that.
Oh yeah.
That winery in
No, you
Saylorsburg
didn't say
has
that.
a legit
was,
pizza shop.
That was. Actually, no. That was who said they're not having any kids. That was Laura and
Yeah,
Thor.
Laura
right?
and Thor. They're,
Does Thor really not want kids? He should be fucking having kids, dude. He should be having some.
I'm cool with just one of them.
monster-ass Kids.
You don't want more? Does she want more?
yeah, I'm gonna have a lot.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I've been fathering sons out here all day. What do you think he's doing here? He's just my stepson.
He brought you change.
Nah, listen, he was asking
He
me for
forgot to change. He
He
didn't
was
even bring
asking
it.
me for change. And
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to take care of my children.
I was on my bike. I don't have a change. All right, that's it.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
FinishersMMA.com. That's pretty much all we got. Thank you guys for listening, and yeah, that's pretty much it, dude.
Cool.
Suck our weenuses.
Squirt, 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 squirt.
I believe it.